Greetings, family. I hope everybody is doing well as usual. I know y'all are doing very good. And if you're not feeling in the best spot, you're going to get better. You're going to think of a way to get better. Sometimes it takes patience and time. So just be patient. Keep your head up. Stay focused. And give me one moment so I can start this up. All right. I almost got everything set up. So just give me a brief moment. I got you. Be right back. Hold on. All right. I'm going to take this time and play one song right quick. And should have Brother Jedediah joining the panel soon. Keep it moving. All right, one moment, y'all. Baba Yetu, Baba Yetu, Baba Yetu, Baba Yetu.
My God, the Holy Father has been with our people ever since we landed on these shores. Hallelujah. Forgive us for our sins. We disrespected you first and left you alone. You didn't leave us alone. Hallelujah.
Moon and dew covers the grass at the break of day. This is a piece of shit, bro. I don't know what to say. This is the valley of dry bones, but bones don't decay. If you a stumbling block, please stay out of my people's way. My people have to come together and learn how to play. Sort of like blooming flowers that only open in May. If Jesus is the fish, why are we the fish fillet? We make the Father angry. As a people, we have to pay. Under blue skies and running waters, the grass is green. It's the simple lessons that'll teach you what life means. When you blind, things ain't always what they seem. Life is a reality, not a play or commercial scheme. A worthy people to us all, we will be redeemed. The day of reckoning is not locked away in a dream. I look to those things that are hidden and the unseen. Baba Yetu, Baba Yetu, Baba Yetu, Baba Yetu. Biblically speaking, our people are the cream of the crop. This is a never-ending story. Our blood will never stop. Got their hands raised to heaven like heaven gon' drop. I cried over spilt milk, now I just used a mop. Remember what you did to us while you was on top. Remember we gave you swag and a love for hip-hop. We were the backbone of America. The flag was the prop. We looked for protection from our God and not the cops. The gates of heaven are open. What's blowing in the wind? The matrix is built off the decimal system based on 10. Heaven is a reality. The earth is a parallel twin. Half man, half angel mixed with a little gin. About the time that we become adults, we perfect sin. I guess that I love my nation. That's my next of kin. One for all for one. That's how we win. One for all for one. That's how we win.
Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and to give light unto all that are in the house.
Baba Yetu, Baba Yetu, Baba.
It I probably take her.
You are my friend. You are my friend. You are my friend. You are my friend. In the memory of Jacob's sons, I pray on this stone. I pray to the Father that he never leaves his throne. I pray to the Father that he never leaves us alone. I feel what I say is the truth deep in my bones. Walk with him in power, the type that'll silence your phone. My people are broke, looking left and right for a loan. My people are tired, hurt, scared of the unknown. I'm feeling like Nebuchadnezzar with a water postponed. From the east, the locusts approach from the skies. The hidden, darkest places where the truth lies. Wherever death lives, there's a swarm of flies. You have to apply the anointing oil directly to the eyes. He's my friend. He's my friend. He's my friend. He's my friend. We got fat and lazy, put us back in the shape. Hard for us to make that spiritual escape. Confirmation in your heart is not live on tape. This is Wakanda, not the planet of the apes. A daily sacrifice in the temple, under the drapes. For any and every reason, we had to desperately scrape. No longer will they be allowed to pillage and rape. Prophets speaking in the spirit with the wind in their cape. He's my friend. He's my friend. He's my friend. He's my friend.
What's good with your brother Jedediah Congo?
Yeah, all is well. It's just a deep thought process, especially on a topic I really want to talk about and things I've been seeing. You know, just like brother Bantu Exodus said one time, he said, "What you see in the known natural eye, it's the known natural eye that we know of. It's not exactly what you're looking at. We don't even see the parallels to any and everything. It's inevitable. It's infinite. And if we did what we were blessed with that, if some people are blessed here with that, they're considered retarded. And I want to change that aspect of people's mind and thinking, because the encounters that we had, or the encounters I had, or if other people really come out and testify the encounters they had. But how you doing, King Genocide?
Doing great, bro. I'm just sitting here chilling. I got that new song out. I'll play that a little bit later. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We go right into it. You feel me? I got
kind of low.
Hold on. Let me get. All right, it's better now, right?
No.
All right, let me try it like this. All right, it's better now. Shit louder, yo.
Let me go on speaker.
Okay.
Boom,
my
talk
bad.
down.
Yo.
Yeah, I heard you.
No doubt. Hey, let's get right into it, man. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, Spiritual things been happening.
Did you ever look at that video I told you look at about the black man that was visited by a Bigfoot?
Oh, I ain't seen that one yet.
That's my whole point. I called you like 15, 20 minutes ago, and I told you I sent it. It's in your inbox. It's in your messages of something like that, an event like that. And there's 7 parts to it, explaining the whole conversation. And the conversation, it rings bells. Like that whole conversation, you can listen to and be like, wow, and be compelled of how little we know that's going on around us and what surrounds us. That's why I said the circle of infinity. It's infinite things going on around us that we don't even know about. We can't even keep up with. That's why we need a higher guide or a third eye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because most people don't see what's going on around them. Like, most people are not aware of the things that's going on around them. It's like,
no, basically, I'm trying to tell you that video. You like, can you post it right quick and play it a little bit so the people.
You're kind of breaking up. But
I'm breaking up now.
Nah. But
I'm breaking up now.
it was a little bit breaking up, but at the same time, like if it's different videos, like I don't.
It's not different videos. It's just one that will compel you.
Yeah,
and like I said, but it's okay. We can keep going for it. But it was something that the people should know about. But it's okay.
No, explain
I already know.
Yeah, because
No, I don't have to. I don't have to explain it anymore. It's done with because I already know it doesn't want to be fucked with anyway. So I'm gonna leave it alone.
I don't share. If it ain't the rap videos or something for my peoples and stuff, I just don't share no videos anymore. And I pull up the pictures and
Yeah,
shit.
no, it's for your people. I sit here and told you that it's for the
I ain't
people
get
to know and
no
understand.
more straights. You know what I'm saying? I just
Yeah,
I don't mind playing the video. I definitely did it, but when I get straights, that's why I don't play videos no more unless it's just one eye rap shits.
okay,
That's
cool.
the
I mean, I understand that because no, bro, I'm not upset with you. It's like it's the way
then you can explain
the
some
machine. It's the way the machine got stuff set up, man. It's to where like us as brothers that's trying to get a point across can't get a point across because we gotta watch what we gotta put on our own page, and it's supposed to be ownership in our page, our modem, our means of entertainment, if have you, or knowledge giving like lessons. It has to be a cap on that. That's just like the salary that's being paid to these athletes, these slave fields out here, the new slaves. It's a cap on what they get paid, and it should be infinite to what they get paid, basis on what they got to put their body through for a number of years. But yeah, no, I'm not mad at you, King Genocide. I'm far from upset with you. I'm upset with the system or the machine. You
yes,
know, I know you doing. I know you doing what you what you got to do, and
yeah,
you
you know
trying
that's
to do
what
and go. Know what I mean? So
I
nah,
got.
it's the machine that I'm upset with. It's the machine, man. But yeah,
Yeah, that's how it is, though. You know, you're dealing with a worldly system, so you can expect worldly things. You feel me? I mean, it is what it is. Hey, what's good, Queen, Miss Sunkiss? What's good with you? We're here wrapping it up, talking about different things. If you want to join in, stream your link right there. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna play that song a little bit later.
oh yeah, yes sir, yes
You want
sir.
you want to play it now?
Go ahead, bro.
All right, I got you. One more. Let's see. All right.
King Jesus came from your tribe, not from my tribe, from his tribe. The ways of you are outside of darkness.
Thank God for the holy day when the angels in heaven meet. In my hand, the voices of light and darkness begin to compete. Hidden knowledge is a secret. It pays to be discreet. The gift of discernment will
I
separate
can't
the
hear
tares
that
from the
good.
wheat. I'm a warrior for life. Ancient powers I need to defeat to keep the matrix from crashing.
Sounds like a
X-Files
robot.
delete. Follow complete. With blood I paid for these souls, please give me my damn receipt. Life can get messy, it's not always gonna be nice and neat. Angels throwing spiritual bombshells, making the evil one retreat. After continuous observation, the plan was deemed obsolete. In the land of milk and honey, wise, life bittersweet. Stepped up to the plate and trained to become one of the elite. The memory of hollows me, either you gonna trick or treat. The world is a spinning turntable, got us stuck on repeat. Hopefully I spit a little truth for the people on this beat. This world is sick as hell, no wonder people are getting ill. Our hearts are empty, that's why lives are hard to fulfill. Over time, it got good, what I do took professional skill. When you need spiritual currency, accountants checking the till. Hell is hot, cooking the damn souls over the grill. Nervous energy got the crowd anxious, they can't sit still. My people are poor as hell, can't pay the heavenly bill. The world has lost its natural affection, blood is gonna spill. The devil is a murderer, guaranteed to make a kill. In order to submit to God, you're gonna have to bow and kneel. If God is gonna make a way through the man that has a will, there's some obstacles before us before we get over that hill. God's army got their marching orders, you already know the drill. The world is just as cold as ice, but they telling me to chill. The truth is hard to accept, no matter how you feel. I'm like Neo in the Matrix, I can't swallow that pill.
This shit on autoplay. My bad. Russ, where you at, Russ? Dropped out. Yeah, a good song. I like all that content, you know what I'm saying? Like most people don't be creative, like you went somewhere and did something good that really like that song. You know? You gotta think outside the box, you know what I'm saying? I don't like hearing music all the time to sound like the same thing everybody else got, you know what I'm saying? Plus trying to teach you something. So that was definitely a good one right there. You know, I've been just relaxing lately, just getting myself right, you know what I'm saying? It's about to get cold outside, everybody, so, you know, prepare for this winter. It's probably will come a little bit sooner. It's gonna come a little bit sooner than last year. I'm pretty sure that, you know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna stay cold for a while too. Just make sure y'all get ready for that, you know what I'm saying? Out here saying it's too hot. Next thing you know, you're gonna be saying, man, it's too cold. That's all people did. Say the same stuff. I'm like, nah, actually think about what the problem is and prepare and deal with that, you know what I'm saying? When you gotta be like it's too hot, too cold or whatever. The thing is that heat, dress all you want to. When it get too hot, it's too damn hot. Then when it's cold outside, if it get too cold, you can only dress up if it get way, way too cold. But usually you can dress up for being cold. So get that moving slow. You know what I'm saying? Now, I've been writing some bars. I need to drop some more music. I need to make a couple of songs. You know what I'm saying? Some people say, why don't you boom? So if you get a little writer's block on one song, start writing on another song, then start writing on another song, then finish the other song. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, do it when the time feels right. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. I ain't really heard of nothing interesting that happened lately. Besides the fact that the world don't lost their damn mind. You know, it's the same old usual stuff. You know, common sense ain't so common anymore. Like you would think, you know, things could run a lot better if people use more common sense, but we're not. It's a lot of different ideals and thought processes that overlapping against each other and bombarding and creating these circumstances which otherwise would never had existed. So Yeah, go figure all that. Oh, funny. Like, really though, shit could be a lot better. Like, people lives, everybody lives would be a lot better if we all actually work together and not like, oh, everybody hold hands, kumbaya. Nah, I'm talking about like there's things that could be done in this world to make shit better, but that ain't what's happening. There's a lot of other stuff happening. Now, if I even could explain it to you, still would make sense because I don't even understand how it looks. But you know what's happening. That's one thing. You know what's happening. So as long as you know what's happening, you know, I always try to pay attention to what's going on with me and around me. And I try to keep up, like world events and all the other stuff, important shit. But, seem like everybody be lying all the damn time. So you can't trust anything you hear. So that's why I don't like listening and watching most stuff because it's all a damn lie. Not all of it's a lie. For the most part, a lot of people be lying and doing a whole bunch of extra shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't a part of that shit. You feel me? It's entertaining to see some shit. Yeah, but at the same time, most people just ain't got that lifestyle. Like, don't try to be a part of a lifestyle that you ain't a part of. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing people got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, be you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be out here wasting your money trying to convince people of some bullshit. Mm-mm. Enjoy that shit. Use that shit when you need to use it on. Yeah, shout out to everybody who got a job. If you're working, if you're working from home, taking care of your family, do your thing. Do your thing. Keep doing it. I know when you go to work or when you do your job, whatever, you might feel tired and don't feel like doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing your thing. But don't be a pushover. Don't let people just be working your butt off. Now you're getting paid. Nah, make sure you get paid right for your work. Make sure you get educated. You know, get all your stuff so you can be better off and more successful in life. Because ain't nobody gonna tell you to do that. You gotta tell yourself that shit. That's what I tell myself. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to do. And the easiest thing is just doing it. You know what I'm saying? Make a little set plan, the simple and accomplishable goals, and actually go out and do them shit. You feel me? That's what you got to do. Do that. You have less words and more time to have fun and enjoy yourself. Because most people, they don't realize they ain't enjoying themselves. They're enjoying the worldly things, not actually enjoying themselves. So when you don't enjoy yourself, then you're not going to be happy. You're going to feel unfulfilled. So you don't want to be feeling unfulfilled in life. You get me? Don't feel unfulfilled in life. You want to feel, it's simple. You want to feel accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? Success. You don't want to dwell on things just going to have you with negative energy. So focus on being successful. Do better things. Just keep yourself. You know what I'm saying? In a higher level of a mindset that where the lower level bullshit doesn't really bother you. Yeah, it's the same shit. It ain't changed. But now, the way you maneuver yourself around these bullshit situations makes it easier for you. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes, like, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Some things are better done from the inside than the outside. So you got external bullshit, shit that ain't got nothing to do with you. It could be on some job shit. You ain't got to worry about that. You make yourself a better you. Boom, that shit already taken care of. You know, life is like that. You got to manifest these things. You think them in your brain and you think positive. You can manifest them to the world. We wouldn't have all these things unless people actually took the time and thought process to actually think of these things and actually people work towards a goal to make these things. So it's one thing people need to that's why Tupac said that shit. Keep your head up, you know what I'm saying? That's a real statement. You need to keep your head up, you know what I'm saying? Like, be proud. Even if you ain't got nothing but $2 in your damn pocket, you still got $2 in your pocket. All your bills paid, you got gas in your car, you don't bought the food, you know what I'm saying? Did all that. You all right, you know what I'm saying? Find your side hustle, a way to generate money. See, most of our mindsets, we're trained to think work for highest dollar an hour mark, and that's not the way we should be getting paid for projects. Like, boom, you need me to paint 2 rooms or something, and like a touch up or something, like $200 or something. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Now you don't did that. Boom, you don't made you 200, but you got to pay for all the other stuff, and depending if they pay for the cost. But just an example, like, you need to be thinking of things that can make money for you. So in accounting, you got 2 different things. You got assets and you got liabilities. Your assets are things that usually can tend to make money for you, but not necessarily. But they tend to be the things that can make money for you. Liabilities are like things like your cars and different things like that. And basically, you got to pay money into it. Something that takes money from you. See, our in our rap culture, the moves, all this other shit, it's like this fairy tale la shit where we only are black. No wonder people think black people are so stupid, because all we do is buy shit that takes money from us. Now listen to what I just said again. As black people, that's why other races look at us, not racist people, but different races of people look at us like we dumb. All we do is show off in our everything about how we spend money on shit that takes money from us. Imagine that shit, yeah. You're the only fucking people, but it takes somebody like me to say that shit. I'm not scared to say that shit. I'm a part of the damn problem for not thinking to say that shit quicker. Like, come on now. Oh yeah, what the hell are we doing? Like, we need to get way better than that. So shout out to anybody in the live watch, anybody who listened on the replay. I appreciate your views, your likes, comments, and all that good stuff. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it, and we keep it going. But man, damn, like, think about how the other people, you be wondering, it's like, why they look at us, why they be saying that to us? Because the shit they see. I mean, now that shit is mostly stereotypical, the shit they see off our music, our movies, and all the other shit, right? But think about it, is it really like that? Come on now. We don't be living like that shit they be saying. They be walking up and thinking that shit is about to start happening. Some of them, not all of them. A lot of them smart and know better than that shit. And around people and culture enough to understand how things really fucking are. And then at the same time, there's a lot of ratchet shit from a lot of everybody. Like, some of the same stupid foul shit I seen coming from all different people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then I seen a lot of good stuff come from a lot of all different people too. So, but still, us as black people, we need to do fucking better than fucking showing off liabilities. We need to show off not show off our assets. We need to start showing off things that actually make us money. Then at the same time, when something make you money, you don't want to let nobody else know, because that's some shit you doing, and that's your intellectual property or something, and you don't want to let people in it. So we might not want to show that shit either. Don't be showing people like new invention or something, then you ain't even finished it or something, boom, somebody else take now you ain't even making the money off that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it happened that quick. See? It's that quick. It's that quick shit happen. You know what I'm saying? So be careful. Be real careful with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen rises of different businesses and companies or people, and the falls, rise and fall. Like, I've seen so much shit. Like, things change a lot, and then are they changing the way they changing, or the things changing more the same? And that's a debatable question. You see what I'm saying? See, thinking things are updating, but it seems like as things update, it seems like they downgrade, even though we get upgrades. I mean, updates. I don't know. It sounds stupid, and it should be words for me to use that, but easier to explain what I'm saying. But how is it people? Not only talking about, but I'm just talking about people in general, everybody. How as a people we keep moving forward, but it seems like some of the decisions we made, all this other shit being made, are moving backwards. Like I it's hard to understand why it's like that. That's why I say common sense ain't so common. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff that I grew up as a child and what shit is now, and all the shit in between is cool. But like I'm talking about like a long time to now. Oh man, it's oh god, it's a lot of stuff I don't even want to speak about. But just certain shit, just I don't know. I ain't gonna get into all that. I'm trying to keep it nice and what you call it, positive, good spiritual vibe. You know what I'm saying? Not on some, hey, this shit is fucked up and all this other shit. Because that should have had you in a fucked up mindset. Thinking, nah, ain't like that. It's what you think and how you navigate through your life. You see what I'm saying? Because can't nobody navigate your life but you. So as long as you do being a good navigator of your life, you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what God telling you. Listen to that positive voice. It's inside the God speaking from from the other, from like the heavens. You know what I'm saying? Like he let you know certain stuff, and we ignore him a lot of times. Like, nah, I want to do this, and they're like, he ain't checking this out. But make sure you listen to as much as possible. Do what you're talking about. You feel me? You'll know when you called or know to do something. I ain't talking about something all crazy. A lot of times we just us as people just be thinking stuff. God, when God tell you something good and positive to do, that's what you do. You feel me? You'll know. That's one thing. You definitely will know. You know what I'm saying? You know, this world and its technology seem to have jumped faster, but it seems to have kind of stopped. It's like we should have some way newer, better stuff with the technology we got because we can create some stuff. But I, I see a lack of people being creative. So people have like visions of doing different technologies and science and stuff. But there's still stuff that hasn't been thought of that will be and will be very efficient and good for it. People ain't being creative. Like, yeah, everybody want to copy and paste. See a formula, see something, and you see how it's working. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use that format. I'm gonna do that, and it's gonna work for me. No creativity. Like, come on, man. Everybody can't copy and paste. So, and then it's all, and that's why the shit get old quick. A lot of these new trends, whatever's trending, get old real fast because everybody copy and paste. So now it's watered down. The original content ain't what it was and what it is. So it is what it is. It's one of those things, they call them was it enigma, a conundrum, or whatever that shit is. I'll look that up right quick. One moment. What what is a conundrum?
Difficult and or confusing problem to solve. According to professionalleadershipinstitute.com, a conundrum is a difficult and/or confusing problem to solve. It is characterized as having no clear right answer. It can be a literal problem, such as a riddle or brain teaser, or a situation that is difficult, like choosing between two things that are difficult to compare.
That's interesting. A conundrum. Yeah. And all those things I was explaining are very confusing problems to solve. And even though I'm bringing awareness and talking about different problems, different things like that, I don't claim to have the say all be all answer either. So I at least I admit that, you know what I'm saying? But still know it's a problem that need to be solved. So
According to fandom.com, the Enigma is a gene. I did not. Enigma means a person or thing that is mysterious, puzzling, or difficult to understand.
that's an interesting one. Enigma. Well, what is a mystery?
Mystery means something that is difficult or impossible to understand or explain.
Yep. There are a lot of mysteries. There's a lot of hidden things just right around us, like the internet and all that uploaded to the cloud and all this. Even though it's like digital on the hardware, it still kind of like doesn't exist because it can travel through the air. Like your Bluetooth can travel through the air, your Wi-Fi. You know that shit travels through the air. You can't see it, but it's real. I don't even think we got a camera that can actually capture seeing the actual waves go. But we know it's happening. That's crazy. We got technology and stuff we can't even see, but it works. Imagine that. You know, a lot of people don't think about stuff like that. I try to, because it's happening. Just because people ain't talking about it, don't mean the shit ain't happening. That shit happening. Like, like what something that's in the air that we breathe is actually in the water that we drink. Think about that one. And somehow the water can go into the air and then fall back down as rain. I mean, it's they explain it the way they explain it, but it's still way more complex than that. Like the thinking process of the things we had back in the day, who knows how many years ago, like hundreds of years ago, compared to what the knowledge we got now, we know it's obsolete and it wasn't right. But think about 100 years from now, the equivalent. A lot of this stuff we think the way it is wrong. It's just accepted information that's agreed upon and recognized and remembered accurately. So Oh gosh, I always like to laugh at the episodes playing stuff like that. Because like I'm really actually explaining it. Like, come on now, been lied to about a lot of stuff. You just gotta admit it. You just gotta admit it. You know, you might not want to admit that your knowledge and your perception and what you believed in or what you thought was real, what you thought was true knowledge or what the truth was, that you've been lied to a lot of times, like in school, music, video, even the news, like they be lying their ass off. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's crazy. It's amazing. Like it's pretty amazing, just to say the least. But that's just how it is. That's just something. That's just the way the world works. The world works the way it works. It ain't about understanding how or why. It's just it. The world works the way it does. And those three words, conundrum, enigma, mystery, that's what it is. It's something that you can't just explain to somebody. Even as a person understand, you still understand that you don't truly understand all of it. But having a basic understanding of it helps you, to be able to basically receive that, um, you know, the basic knowledge of it. You know, there's so many different things. Like even though we get solid objects, they still made a objects that's way smaller to still get spaces in between them, which is kind of weird. Like looks pretty solid, but is it? No. The next generation of the technology leap could be good or bad, but it's gonna be definitely something different. You can say that much. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. All right, I'm back. Yeah, yeah, it's a crazy world, man. But it's a good world. It's a lot of very good positive stuff out here. You know, you got to stay real positive. And if you don't, you know, you could be overwhelmed with a whole bunch of bullshit in your life that you don't need. Yeah, so avoid all that dumb shit in your life that you don't need. Cause it's plenty of it out here. Like, it's plenty of dumb shit. Like every day, it's some new dumb shit for you to learn and get into. Don't waste your time with that shit. You see what I'm saying? Man, you're not being forced to waste your time with all life's bullshit. Nobody's forced you to do that. You know what I'm saying? Some things are like self-inflicted. You feel me? So don't burden yourself. Don't walk over stumbling blocks and all this other stuff. It's not good for you at all. I'm about to test something out right quick. Hold up. Damn, it's gonna echo though. It's like self-inflicted. You feel me? So don't. Oh yeah, it's working. It's definitely working right. Yeah, so like I said, don't self-inflict hurt yourself. Like not like actually like you personally hurt yourself, but like doing things like staying up late and drinking too much and spending your money and stuff you shouldn't spend. Whatever you do, whatever people do, because there ain't nobody perfect. Everybody messing up in their own way. So whatever which way you messing up, you ain't got to do that shit. And I know it ain't that easy all the time, but it is that easy to this fact that he's like, hey, let's just, you know what, something I need to cut out of my life. You feel me? So you get older, you get wiser, you wise up, you realize, hey, this ain't what you need to be getting into. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And like I said, ain't nobody gonna tell you that. That's something you got to do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't doing that for yourself, you're not doing yourself a good service. You know what I'm saying? Like at all. And remember those words. Nobody's gonna do that for you, but you. They're gonna tell you right. They're gonna tell you the right things, but you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And even me, I suffer from that. I know it's things that I need to do. I procrastinate sometimes. So I need to make more music. I need to get some more side. I need to be more creative. I need to, you know, and I'm gonna get on it. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I do. I get on top of my situation, and get and do the best I can do and be the best me I can be because that's all I know. That's all I ever know. You know what I'm saying? I always make sure I have what I want and shit. And I don't be really wanting for shit. Like that's another thing. Wants and needs. Like make sure you take care of your needs and don't be wanting for nothing. Stop wanting for stuff. If it's something you want, think about the stuff you need. The stuff you need is more important than what you want. That's some of the best advice you could ever give anybody. Focus on that. I'll put that up there. Yeah, focus on your needs over your wants. Might want this, might want that, might want this. Spend your life wanting a whole bunch of stuff that you don't even need and never get the stuff you need. All you should want what you need more than wanting some stuff. Like, what is this? Is this a necessity? No. Pay your bills on time. Be on time to do stuff. Take care of stuff ahead of time. Take care of stuff ahead of time. You'll be able to take care of more stuff ahead of time. Then you'll be ahead of time. You'll be ahead of your situation. A lot of people don't realize to utilize that. Take care of your situation. You know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty easy. I don't know why people don't utilize that more often, but that's something that any and everybody can do. Like utilize your time, think of stuff, create goals, simplistic goals that you can actually accomplish. To where if you got bigger goals, you can make simpler goals that you can accomplish to make the bigger goals happen. So don't give up. You know what I'm saying? If you get set back and you don't did almost all that stuff, nah, it's just because you almost on your way to accomplish that more bigger, higher goal, that more successful thing in your life. It's gonna put you on a level to where you're better off, and you and your family and your friends are better off. Don't let nothing and nobody, nothing that happened to you, stop you from doing that. 'Cause ain't nobody gonna do that for you but you. If you ain't heard nothing I said, you ain't getting no advice today, hey, I can't help you. But trust me, that's the one thing that's gonna separate you from your happiness and your comfortability and what you want in your life. Life ain't gotta be all sad and gloomy and dark and feel like you ain't got enough and you ain't where you supposed to be at in life. That shit is designed for a reason. And that shit feeds off some negative energy is being eaten. I don't even want to get into explaining that that's actually a thing, let alone that it turns people into ways where they become consumers instead of producers. I mean, we as a like just people produce some of the greatest things, and not only that, what things I would say happens to my people, but just all people, which is all people are my people too. It's happening to all of us. Don't matter who you are. You're a person here on this earth. This shit happening to us, and we got to get better. We got to get way better than this. Like the 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 best thing we thought of is having different lands and military, and I mean all that chaos and stuff. It's a formula for disaster. Why us as a humanity haven't came up with a better thing and a mindset. Like, of course, if I just changed overnight, the mindset ain't right, so it wouldn't work. And I get that, but how do how do we get to this point? And then it could be just what it is. It's biblical, you know what I'm saying, or spiritual. So it's in the text. They tell you why. And you see it, you read it, but a lot of times it's written that where the society kind of makes itself more modern than what's written in the text of the spirituality they need to listen to. So it kind of makes people not want to get into it. It seems old school or something, but you read it and when you can interpret it, you can understand it. You can actually learn that it's the same stuff. They're explaining the same stuff that's happening there. Like, not talking about when it's talking about prophecies, but I'm just talking about some of the same stuff that everyday people go through right now. It just is the same stuff and give you teachers to actually help you to understand. Hey, it's not that bad. Like these are things you can do and hold these good principles and these good morals, so you can be able to be a good steward of your life and be a better judge than everybody. Everybody life and mindset ain't like that. So it creates this chaos that we have this current condition of that's been around even since then and before those books was wrote. And before the stories of the books that was wrote. That's how long this stuff been around. So no. This life ain't what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? It's way more like instead of all this joking and negativity and you broke, I'm rich and all this other stuff, what happened to everybody being like actually like satisfied in their spiritual development to where we creating stuff better than the pyramids, like this can actually happen. Maybe maybe not in our lifetime, but still, this actually is still happening. Maybe one day people will wake up and they'll realize that there's way much better that can be done that's not currently being done. Not saying there's not a lot of good stuff going on. There's plenty of good stuff going on. Plenty. I mean,
But things could be a lot better. I definitely think things could be way, way better than they currently are. And I believe that if I ask anybody the question, do you think the way things currently are in the world, do you think things could be better? And most people would say yes. And some people could say, you can make the argument like, yeah, things can always get better because it's not perfect. But do you think that there's a need for things to be better? And if I ask it like that, more sincere, more direct and detailed, do you think things need to be better in our current situation? And everybody would most likely say yes. It would definitely say yes. It was like, oh, hell yeah. Yeah, things definitely need to be better. You know, but then we got to think of the ways how to be better. Then we might have to make, sacrifices. And that nobody wants to hear that shit. And I'm not talking about some ritual shit. I'm talking about like, we might, oh God, I don't even want to talk about that. But it's like, say it's like 11 different things that you do. That you take out one of the things. Like, you know what? I ain't need to do this anyways. Something, But it's not that easy, But nobody wants to hear that word. That word is scary. Sacrifice. Not like I said, I don't mean it on some crazy ritual shit. I'm talking about like, okay, so you got your paycheck, right? You go pay your bills and this and the third, and it's like, Dad, I wanted to buy such and such this paycheck. But because you wanted to go ahead and pay your bills ahead of time or something like that, you sacrifice paying for that. So when you get your next check, now you don't have to pay bills out of your check, but then you can buy that and have other stuff. So that's a sacrifice. You feel me? That's what I mean. It's like, okay, instead of me eating out tonight and being lazy and not cooking, I'm gonna buy it from the store and I'm gonna cook it and it costs less and I'm cooking it, boom. Now I say, but I did something good for myself. You see what I'm saying? So pay attention to that. Don't let your mind get warped into those things. It's just an easy way to drain your pockets. Before you get paid, shake you up, take everything before you get your check. Then when you go to the store, turn you upside down, shake you for some of your damn change, and then it's you. They not make you go to that job. They not make you go to that damn store. Your ass going there. Your ass going to that damn job. Your ass going to that damn store doing that shit. So it's up to you and what you do with your money. Yeah, that shit gonna happen when you go to those places. But choose how and when what you do and what you do. See, young people or certain people like to just go out all the time. And the more you go out, the more money you're gonna spend. And I'm not saying stay cooped up in the house. No, you need to go out. But there is ways of going out without spending absorbent amounts of money. I mean, like sitting there trying to impress people, like you got this and the third. Well, y'all just making yourself more broker and buying shit that costs you money. Yeah, buying shit that costs you money. Avoid say where they do that, but they do that shit every fucking way. That shit is a fucking trend. It hasn't stopped. And I mean, like, that's the biggest wave trend of some shit that should have been stopped. That's different. How people shining and they looking like they good people and they look that in a good light. That still can happen. I want my people to look successful and good, but I don't want my people to look successful and good and people put a negative, evil connotation over that shit, meaning like the only way we could be, they ain't, and that's not the way those people who's actually doing that and it's presenting that either. But that's the way it's being canned, and I don't like that shit. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not just one-sided on no shit like that. You feel me? I got rap songs and stuff. I shine on people. I try to dress good when I feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Be out here trying to impress everybody. I had you all broke and on some fake shit. You gotta impress yourself. That's what I do. I impress myself. If I draw something, I know if it look good or not because I'm looking at it. I'm not gonna lie to myself and ask people to lie to me. If I rap and I know it's good, I'm gonna know it's good. Or I know it's trash. I don't really have to ask nobody that shit. See, everybody want validation from other people. But if you don't validate yourself, it's all fake. Like you gotta actually validate yourself where you saying, damn, I did this. I'm proud of myself. Ain't nothing wrong with being proud of yourself for doing something. You feel me? Ain't nobody gonna do that for you. Who's gonna do that for you? Who? More than likely, as good as I am, I ain't gonna do it for you. Now, if I know you and I'm talking to you and I know you need some advice, I'm gonna tell you that. But otherwise, you might not even ever meet me for me to say some shit like that to you. So do that shit. And do that shit while you can. So nothing's promised. Tomorrow's not promised. Today is not promised. Don't worry about tomorrow so much because there's so much shit to do today. That's what's wrong with everybody. Either they worry about yesterday too damn much, or either they worry about tomorrow too much. Now, it's good not to forget yesterday, and it's good to prepare for tomorrow. But once you start going past that, you lose everything you do in your day. So every current day you have is being lost to two different things that ain't even in the same, where you are not in the presence directly in. You need to be directly in the presence of what you in and utilizing that. You know, one of my biggest influences in my life was the Most High, was what you would call God. You know, I might not have like spoke to him directly or anything, but I can't help but notice all this stuff around me and all these things happening and how many times he helped me out. It's like sometimes he help you out and you don't even know, you don't even realize that situation he helped you out. It might be days later, a month later, or a year later. It's like, wow, God really looked out for me in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd be surprised. And that's one of my greatest influences. Not only that, you know, I consider myself a servant of God. I mean, not a direct servant, but you know, it's my free will, something I choose. So I try to choose to do things, and I'm not perfect. I'm like low level when it comes to that, but I actually do things where I try to say, hey, okay, honestly, I don't think he like needs our help, but at the same time, the help is appreciated. It's like, okay, I created y'all, y'all my children, and y'all, even though you really can't help me as much as you would like to because I'm way superior and stuff, you actually still try to help me out, and that's an honorable thing. It's just very honorable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got to look at it from a higher level perspective. Even though we're not that higher level perspective, I can only just imagine that. You know what I'm saying? They say I guess they laugh and chill and do and sing and probably you never know like what we think of as like God and the angels and stuff and the hosts of heaven is way more like us and what we think because we was made in His image in their image. And it's way more similar to what we got going on, but it's different. It's like way better and pure. It's like the stuff the way I would like for us to be able to explain it earlier. Well, no, so we the underbelly, huh? But the thing is, even being born in this stuff, which creates us in a higher likeness is the fact that the free will to actually choose to do the right thing. You actually do the right thing. He honors that and loves that and respects that. And that's something that you can honor, love, and respect for yourself too. You know what I'm saying? Give me one moment. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm about to I'm gonna play that song one more time, right quick.
And King Jesus came from your tribe, not from my tribe, from his tribe. The ways of you white-eyed darkness.
Thank God for the holy days when the angels in heaven meet. In my head, the voices of light and darkness begin to compete. Hidden knowledge is a secret. It pays to be discreet. The gift of discernment will separate the tares from the wheat. I'm a warrior for life. Ancient powers I need to defeat. To keep the matrix from crashing, I had some X-Files to delete. Follow the footsteps of Christ, making my path in life complete. The blood I paid for these souls, please give me my damn receipt. Life can get messy, it's not always gonna be nice and neat. Angels throwing spiritual bombshells, making the evil one retreat. After continuous observation, the plan was deemed obsolete. In the land of milk and honey, wise, life bittersweet. Stepped up to the plate and trained to become one of the elite. The memory of Hollows Eve, either you gonna trick or treat. The world is a spinning turntable, got us stuck on repeat. Hopefully I spit a little truth for the people on this beat. This world is sick as hell, no wonder people are getting ill. Our hearts are empty, that's why lives are hard to fulfill. Over time, it got good, what I do took professional skill. When you need spiritual currency, accountants checking the till. Hell is hot, cooking the damn souls over the grill. Nervous energy got the crowd anxious, they can't sit still. Our people are poor as hell, can't pay their heavenly bill. The world has lost its natural affection, blood is gonna spill. The devil is a murderer, guaranteed to make a kill. In order to submit to God, you're gonna have to bow and kneel. If God is gonna make a way through the man that has the will, there's some obstacles before us before we get over that hill. God's army got their marching orders, you already know the drill. The world is just as cold as ice, but they telling me to chill. The truth is hard to accept, no matter how you feel. I'm like Neo in the Matrix, I can't swallow that pill.
You.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah,
Yo,
I'm gonna say something about that song. Hold on. That song,
All
out
right.
of our respect, I love it. The lyrical times content of Mr. Bansu Exodus. But I feel like when he was going on after he rapped the first person narrative, when he got to the second POV, when he was telling them, he was going back and forth with, it's like a 2-point narrative. The second point of view should have been in auto tune or some type of other voice, which I see he tried his best because he got the, So he did
Okay,
the
so it's
best he
like
could
second
do.
voice would be like talking through the water, but it's the auto tune. But then it gives
Yeah,
the
like the water will be
hold on,
talking back to
hold
him.
on. But it gives the clarity so people can see this two going back and forth.
Yeah, yeah. No bullshit. Like that shit would have been perfect at that level.
I mean,
But I see where he
I like
coming
it the
from
way it
with it. That
is.
shit
That
perfect.
shit go hard. That shit go hard.
That
But
shit
I
go
do
hard.
like
But it's like if he had that motherfucking other voice like that motherfucking um, technical voice quality. But like I said, it's already there though. That shit go hard. I mean, let me stop cursing. Forgive me, touching this. I'm in Zulu, but that was the work of art. But at the same time, man, boy, if he had that other voice in there, that auto tune, that Roger Troutman in there, it would have been crazy.
yo, hey. And don't get me wrong. Hey, look, we got something cooking up. Me and Jeddah.com go got something cooking up for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah, we do though, cause
we got
it's like okay, it's like okay. Imagine the person that was talking to Raymond as he was rapping when he tried to rap in the second voice, the second POV. That was an extraterrestrial trying to battle him, but his formality got galaxy in the crack galaxy. So it's like the extraterrestrial lost touch with him. But yeah,
the way mine is I kind of format it as like it could be two people, but I wanted it dynamically from the first person just to unlearn to the learn one. The second one could be like an angel, but then I want the first one to start learning as I'm making the bars up. Eventually, the storyline of rapping
okay. So the movement, yeah, and the angels, you right. But the angels, to me, for my verse I'm about to do, and I've been chiefing up on it.
So
They're gonna
yours.
be the second
Hold
verse.
on.
They're gonna be extra. They're gonna be what? They're
You
gonna be
doing one
extraterrestrial.
you doing one verse as a person, then the second verse is the other person responding to it, right?
Yeah, it's like it's like your son that was masterfully. Hold on, your son that was masterfully fathomed, cooked up in the attic for Noah's offspring to grasp it. As I go Asiatic, but that's the old jank. I didn't wipe that out. At the same time, it's gonna be somebody that come in there, and they're gonna be like from another kind of being, but it's gonna be like it's me. It's like I'm looking in the mirror or through the water and see. Like you remember how Simba and Mufasa looked in the water and they saw themselves reflected themselves, and that's how it's gonna be.
You are a reflection of your father. When you look yourself in the mirror, the
Yeah,
older you get, the more you become your father. But the more you become a
yeah,
father to your son.
yeah. That's my favorite movie all the time. I will always tell people the Lion.
hmm I'm listening. What you say? I can't hear you. You said the lion what? All right. Yeah, in the Lion King, you seen the face of his father, and you become more your father every day. But you're a father, and we come from the father, man and woman. We come from out our mothers, like Mother Earth. You see what I'm saying? Like it's basic understanding that everything is almost a reflection of everything. But there's differences, and there's boundaries, and there's limits, and there's levels, and there's ranks, and there's a hierarchy, and there's so many different tables. The way you say, you know, so many different things that's going on around everywhere. And we just need to pay attention to it. Watch things, you know what I'm saying? Observe, see. There's stuff that you can see without your eyes. You can't see the air around you, but you're looking right at it. But if you close your eyes,
you can remember, you can still see everything you just saying, but right before you close your eyes. So you can see without your eyes. You can feel like, hold up, I feel like somebody about to call me. I feel like somebody about to knock at the door. I feel like something bad about to happen. And then that shit happen. So you can feel things that ain't touched you. Think about it. You know what? I'm gonna end this stream right there on a good note because I felt like I got a lot of, maybe not the maximum spiritual energy, but I did give a lot of good positive spiritual stuff to say to try to keep people motivated. And I want you to be motivated. I'm concerned about your motivation and your spiritual level. Anybody who listening to me, just like I would do to myself, you know what I'm saying? And we got to do that for the other people. So if you're not one of the people who actually needs that, or just something extra, it's like, thanks, that's extra, something on me. Do that for the people who don't have it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to end this, and blessings, family. I love y'all. Appreciate everybody who joined the live. Yeah, let me put this out here. I ain't even shut it. Chat. What's good? Appreciate you showing up. Y'all take care, and I might do another one. Might try to do a lazy stream, join the panel, then live it up here. But I'm out, and peace and blessings. Kimbo, None of the Zombie, Yamazulu.